same tier list, and we're all good with that and stuff.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Alright.
Alright.
So...
Hello everybody! Welcome to an Apex Legends tier list video. If this wasn't really what you were looking for, sorry, I'm gonna get a Minecraft video out as soon as I possibly can. But we are here today with Frostbite YT, who's gonna help us make a non-biased tier list.
Yes, that's my job at this point.
Yup. Alright, without any hesitation, let's just get right into it.
Alright.
So our first gun is the R301. I think R301 solid S tier.
Yeah.
I know it's I don't really want to start with an S tier weapon, but the R301, it's got reliable damage. It's pretty much been like an S tier gun ever since the beginning of the game.
Yep.
And I don't think they should nerf it because it is just a reliable weapon that's been in the game for a while, and I like it.
Yeah.
R99. A tier.
Yeah, it's definitely not S tier. It's not as
Yeah.
good as the carbine. I don't think it
No.
ever will be.
It's good,
Yes.
and it has an amazing time to kill, and for ranked, it's amazing if you can consistently hit your shots, but if you're playing casual, you're not hitting every shot in the magazine, and if you don't do that with the R9, you are going to have to reload before you can kill your opponent,
Yep.
which ultimately usually leads to you losing.
Yeah.
Bocek Shattercaps. Trash.
Yeah.
Trash.
There's no question about it.
It's
Who
like...
who hit fires with a bow?
Exactly. They tried to... The Bocek is a somewhat viable sniper rifle, kind of. But as a shotgun, it is just outclassed as a sniper rifle and a shotgun.
No, okay. Deadeye's tempo isn't as bad as Shattercaps, but it's still not good.
I would say D tier.
Yeah, and I would honestly put the regular one in D tier as well.
Yes. They're decent. And
Better
again,
than
going back to
Shattercaps.
the R9 thing, yeah. If you're hitting all of your shots, every single gun in the game is good. But when you're not, it's not great.
Yeah.
Ooh, also, we should probably take a moment to judge the criteria. The criteria is based on how much I use it, how much my friends use it, how much I see it used generally in games by other people, and how scared I would be, or essentially the viability of the weapon in ranked and casual. Or just in casual, not ranked.
Well,
and then how scared I would be to go up against somebody who's using
that
this.
was odd. My tier list just crashed for a second, but I got it back.
Amazing.
Connor...
Speaking of crashing, the car. Absolute
S
tier. It is amazing. The recoil is easy, and honestly,
real
when I
quick,
fight somebody with this, I want to just destroy my TV.
I'm adding a tier above S that just says care package.
Yeah, that's
because
good, that's good.
it's, yeah.
Now, the devotion with the turbocharger.
Why would someone even use that?
See, now we're in disagreement because I think it's a really good gun. With
Oh
the
wait,
turbocharger.
you said with turbocharger. Never mind. Sorry.
I would say B tier. It's good, but it's not great because the recoil just throws your entire screen upside down.
True, but if you can recoil control it, it's definitely A.
That's true. Let's just throw it into A because a lot of people, if you're using a turbocharger devotion, you should be prepared for the recoil.
Yeah. So I guess the regular one would be in B.
Yeah. Story about the devotion. One time,
Actually, wait,
Frostbite was
hold on.
there.
Put the G7 Scout in trash for me real quick.
Oh, okay. Oh, what?
That's not a choice.
Oh,
You
alright.
have to. It's
Okay.
trash. Never use it.
Alright, that was very, very abrupt. The Devotion, off drop, really not the gun you want to pick up. And it's good for shredding white armored opponents, but like when you land, what's it called? Bonsai
Okay.
Plaza?
Yes.
You can't hit anybody before they either hit you, or in order to get it charged up before you actually shoot at somebody, you have to just fire shots around randomly, and it's just not good.
Yeah.
Give it 8. What do we think?
B.
B. Used to be S tier best shotgun in the
Truth.
game. It is not anymore.
No. Yeah, no.
It is okay, but it is not as fantastic as it used to be. It's just not, doesn't hit the same, not the best.
Yeah. Flatline, A tier, 100%.
A tier. A tier.
It's
If it had barrel stabilizers, it would break the game. It doesn't. And
It'd
that's
be
the
an S
only
tier.
reason it's-
Actually, to be fair, if it had
Yeah.
barrel stabilizers, it'd probably be put in care packages.
Respawn, that'd be a great buff. Give it a barrel stabilizer and put it in care package. Amazing. Spitfire on the ground.
Havoc with turbocharger, S tier.
S tier. It's like it does more damage than the Devotion, and it's not as hard to control.
Yep.
Um,
The normal Havoc is
feel
A
like-
tier. I mean,
Yeah. The thing is with the Havoc is it's slept on a lot. A
Yeah.
lot of people don't use it, which means that if you are using it, you can really hit some good damage.
yes.
Hemlock, C tier, I would say. It's
But
not good,
boosted
but
loader.
it's not bad.
I think boosted
Oh.
loader, B tier. Regular, definitely C.
Yeah. With these two, they're good, but they're not great. You can shred with them, but you also can't.
Truth. The longbow. Honestly, A tier for me at least.
A tier, I would agree with that. I would put it in C tier. I feel like this gun is very based on how good the
Okay.
user is. with
Compromise at B then, because it's right in the middle of A and C. So compromise at
it.
B.
And it's a great sniper if snipers are your thing, but it's
Yes.
not very viable. Like even the bow check with shatter caps, that's viable up close if you need it to be. The
Yeah,
longbow,
but even
when you
then.
pick up the longbow, it's definitely a sniper. So it really just depends on how good you are with snipers.
Yeah. Okay, Mastiff with dual shell, S tier.
Yes,
Regular Mastiff, A tier.
I would completely agree with that. Mastiff, I feel also used to be slept on a lot, but now it's really good, especially in bubble fights.
True.
Just like
yeah.
Final Ring, the Mastiff, it's kind of like it's the best of both worlds between the EVA 8 and the Peacekeeper. It can fire fast and still deals out some pretty good damage.
Yeah.
I pick it up over either of the other shotguns.
Mm.
L-Star, A
C.
tier,
C.
super
C.
C?
Ass. It's C tier. You can't.
This is
You cannot convince it. It's not as good as a normal Havoc.
it's not.
And
But
it's
off
not as
drop,
good
it
as
is
the Master
amazing.
Shotgun. That's off drop. Anything else, it's terrible.
Okay.
I put it in C tier.
Fine, C tier.
Mozambique with hammer points. Now, this is with hammer
C
points.
tier. C tier.
Yeah.
It's decent, but honestly, I would rather take the EVA 8 than a Mozambique, and I don't like the EVA 8.
Yeah. Normal Mozambique,
Regular-
trash.
Trash tier. It's not good. It used to be a meme gun. Then for like a couple seasons, it was viable. Now it's somewhere in between. It's not good. at its job,
Okay, so hold on.
but it's
So
not.
I'm gonna put a row below S, or sorry, above S, but below care package, and I'm gonna call it God tier. Because
Okay.
there's a couple guns, I think, that could be in the God tier. One of them being the alternator.
Yes, alternator,
Is God tier.
absolutely, completely, utterly busted. This gun is like the R301 with a
Just
slightly
better.
slower fire rate, but it's easier to control.
Yeah.
And it's just, you can one clip pretty much everybody if you're hitting your shots, which
Yeah.
with this gun is really easy to do.
Yeah.
So definitely above.
Yeah.
I put it in dang tier.
I put it in God tier, so same. It's like the same thing, just different name.
P2020 with hammer points, trash plus. Almost
No.
no, D tier. D tier.
Yeah, D tier, and then the normal one is trash.
Yeah, trash plus. They're not good.
No.
They're just not. P2020 with hammer points, honestly, the only reason I would want that would be to pick up the hammer point and use it on the P20 until I find a Mozambique or a Re-45 to put the hammer points on.
I wouldn't even. I would just say Re-45. I wouldn't even go to Mozam.
Yeah.
Okay. Both Peacekeepers,
Peacekeeper,
God tier. Both Peacekeepers are God tier.
I'm gonna say kinetic feeder is dang and regular Peacekeeper is.
S.
I'm saying A.
It's S.
It's a good gun, but I would feel like in a competition with the Mastiff it would lose to the Mastiff. Now,
Well, not a normal one. If the Mastiff had dual shell, yeah, it would. But
I feel the Peacekeeper is really just based on how consistently you think you can use it and fire it well.
honestly, I would almost switch. I'm actually gonna bring the kinetic feeder down to S.
I'm gonna keep it in dang tier because the kinetic feeder, I feel the sliding thing is helpful, but what a lot of people don't use or utilize is the fact that now you have, like when Peacekeeper was in care package, when you charged up the choke and then went off, like you unscoped, it would take a while for the choke to completely disappear, which happened with kinetic feeder, which means that you can charge up the choke and then you have like a 10-second period.
I put it back in God tier.
Yeah, it's just it's really good in bubble fights, but I would say it's the best shotgun.
Yeah.
I personally prefer the Mastiff, but when I'm going up against somebody with a Peacekeeper, I am way more scared than when I'm going up somebody with a Mastiff.
Yeah. Prowler, S tier. Rampage, God tier.
I'm gonna say Prowler is a really good gun.
You could probably
actually
switch them. Prowler, God, and then Rampage, S.
I don't think so.
I think so.
I would agree Rampage is S tier. It's amazing. I don't think it's God tier.
The Prowler is God tier. You cannot change my mind. It is.
Okay.
And actually, if the Prowler's God tier, I'm moving the car up to God tier.
I don't think
it is. It's for me the car is as good as the alternator. It's not worse.
All right. Re-45 hammer points. That's B tier, definitely.
Yep.
And maybe even A tier, because it's a really really viable weapon.
I'd put it. Actually, I'd put the hammer points at A and the regular at B.
Yeah, it's a really good sidearm that is really slept on. It's helpful that you could be able to switch to that instead of a shotgun.
Yeah.
For your backup weapon if you run out of ammo in the first one, because it is viable on its own. Sentinel with Deadeye's Tempo,
B.
A tier.
No, B. The regular Sentinel is not a B.
No, I think regular Sentinel is C. Sentinel with Deadeyes is A. Because when you charge it up with shield batteries and then get the boosted
Who wastes a shield battery on a charged sentinel?
smart people, because that turns it into a mini Kraber.
It looks
With
like I'm
Deadeye's
dumb.
tempo in the shield cell, you can, with the faster fire rate and this ridiculously high damage output, I would say it's A tier,
Yeah.
and regular Sentinel is C tier.
Yeah. Okay.
Wingman boosted loader.
God.
I think that's an overstatement. I'm putting it in S.
I'm putting the regular in S.
I think they're both. Boosted loader is good, especially on a wingman. But I don't think it's overpowered.
Yeah.
If you can't hit your shots, you're pretty much toast. If you
Yeah.
can, it's amazing.
Okay. All the 30-30 repeaters, trash. Trash.
Trash.
And trash.
Trash. I'm actually putting Shattercaps in D, but the other two are trash.
Shatter. Why?
Because it's actually pretty good.
Okay. Okay.
Triple take kinetic feeder. Dang tier for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. It's amazing. Triple take alternator combo, I would say beyond meta.
Regular triple take is
Oof.
S.
Yeah.
Hey,
The
look.
triple take
It's-
is just really viable at all ranges, and it's just
The charge rifle. Trash.
I would agree with that. Amazing. That is our tier list, everybody. Let me know if you agree with it or disagree with it, or if you even play Apex. I love it. I think it's amazing. I agree with most of it.
Yeah. I think we have
yeah.
the same thing.
Pretty much. Pretty
Yeah.
much the same thing.
I think I changed to what you had, if we didn't agree.
Thank you. Alright, everybody watching this, have a fantastic day.